Hello and welcome to another video. I've had quite a productive morning. I've sent a few emails, rearranged some appointments, then I ordered a few things I needed online. Now I'm going to... I tell you what I am going to do. My Lush order that I placed last week got delivered this morning, so I think I'm going to open that now. Okay, so I'm going to open my Lush order and I've got quite a few things that I've never bought before, so I'm quite excited to see what they're like. So the first new product I got was Cold Face, which is the facial soap. Oh, it smells much like charcoal, which is what I was expecting, but it's so much bigger than I thought it would be. I thought Cold Face would be the same size as this round tin, which I bought to put it in, but it's not. It won't fit in, will it? I mean, it'll fit in eventually, but only after a good bit of use. That's a shame. The next thing I bought, which I've never bought before, is one of the new jelly face masks I bought just to clarify, which is papaya, bamboo stem extract and fresh orange juice. I mean, that sounds delightful, doesn't it? Oh, it smells good too. The next two things I brought are soaps. I'm having quite a few problems with eczema on my hands at the moment. It's not really bad because I have had it really severely before, but I just want to nip it in the bud. And part of nipping it in the bud involves changing the moisturisers, the soaps I use on a daily basis. I got this soap, which is called Parsley Porridge. It's got rapeseed oil, coconut oil, tea tree, fresh parsley, which sounds kind of funny, but I guess that's where they got the name from, and aloe vera, which is the thing that made me buy it because aloe vera is really good for my skin. The other soap I bought is Karma. I mean, this just smells amazing, and I bought this for the shower. I'd forgotten I bought this. I bought an Emotibomb from Lush Kitchen, which I've always wanted to buy one, and I've just never got there in time. The stock has always run out, so I'm really excited to try this. This basically is kind of like a bath bomb for your shower. You put it in the shower with you and it kind of dissolves and releases essential oils into the air and just makes it smell amazing. And the one I got is called Up You Gets. I'm going to open it so you can see what it looks like because it looks cute. Oh, it's very crumbly. It looks like this. I'm so excited to try it. It's all like citrus oils, like orange, lemon and grapefruit, so I mean, that works for me. And then the last thing I got was a massage bar called Each Peach, and I usually get the therapy massage bar. I tried a different one this time. This is just like, again, all the citrus oils in the world combined together. It smells very strongly of lemon though, so I'm hoping it becomes a little more subtle when you put it on. I think actually, yeah, every single one of those products I've bought I've never got before, which is very unlike me. Usually I stick to the things I like, but this time I decided to try something new, so hopefully it pays off. Okay, so today I finally got the prescriptions that I got from the gynecologist filled. So I've got quite a lot of medication to try, which I'm really excited about, which may sound crazy, but I've needed this pain relief during my period for so long, and to think that I've finally got it within my grasp is very exciting. So I'm just about to have a read through of the leaflets that come with them, just to check out what the side effects might be and to check to see if there's going to be any drug interactions, because I know that doctors do check for that sort of thing before they prescribe, but sometimes it can be missed, so I just find it's a really good thing to check. So that's what I'm going to do. Well, it doesn't look like there's any drug interactions, which is really good, and it just says to take it whenever I need it, which means I don't have to be on a medication constantly, which, you know, I don't need to have another tablet I have to take every day. The side effects, I mean, they sort of have the usual, you know, call 999 if you have an anaphylactic shock, stop taking the tablets if you suffer from this, this or this. Oh, this is the mefenamic acid, by the way. This is to treat the pain. The only thing that slightly worried me about this is that it says it can cause glucose intolerance in diabetic patients, which I am one. So I'm going to have to keep an eye out for that, but I don't even know how I would know that that was happening. It's not like it says it causes low blood sugar or high blood sugar. Obviously I know what the symptoms are for that, but glucose intolerance, I don't really know anything about that. Okay, this is another bad thing. It has food colourings in, which I am highly intolerant to, according to the test I had done at Breakspear. That's not good. I don't think there's anything I can do about it though. I'll just have to take it and see what happens. On to the next one. This one is tranexamic acid. I'm not very good with these names today, am I? And this is to lighten the bleeding. Oh, it's quite a high dose. 2 to 3 tablets 2 to 3 times a day. That is a lot, isn't it? Oh, I must say, the number of side effects for this one are significantly lower than the previous one. Oh no, fainting. I faint quite a lot anyway. Nothing I've read in those leaflets puts me off taking them, even the thing about glucose intolerance in diabetic patients, because, I mean, the pain I'm experiencing during my period is the worst pain I experience anywhere in my illness. So the side effects of these are going to have to be pretty severe for me to stop taking them, because the alternative is excruciating pain. I'm so relieved that hopefully I'm going to get some pain relief. I'm having a bit of an internal struggle. One half of me is saying that I should take one of my pain relief tablets now before I go to bed, because I can kind of feel the pain starting, and I think that it'll either wake me up in the night or very early in the morning. And obviously I want to try and avoid that because anyone would, but especially because I'm going to the doctor's tomorrow. The other half of me is saying you shouldn't, because the pain isn't really bad yet. It's just kind of low level, and I might be able to sleep through it fine, and it might not wake me up until I normally would have done anyway. What would you do in this situation? Because I have these situations quite a lot where I'm wondering if I should take a medication preemptively or just try and tough it out. I never know what I should do, but I'd be interested to know what other people do in that situation. If I try and go to sleep now and I can't sleep through it, then I will take something. I think that is a good compromise, isn't it? What do you know? I've just changed my mind. Less than 15 minutes later, I was just reading a bit of my book before I went to sleep, and I was just like, why? Why would I not take a painkiller if I have it? That could take the pain away and help me sleep better. So I did, and just fingers crossed, hoping so much I don't have any side effects. Well, luckily taking the new tablet worked pretty well last night. I slept okay. I was still awake fairly early, but the time that I did sleep was pretty good. Not feeling so good today. I have to leave for the doctor's in like 5 minutes, so just hoping I don't have to wait very long. It's just a really quick blood test, and the fact that it's around lunchtime should hopefully mean that it's quite quiet there. At least that's my theory anyway. Well, that wasn't bad at all. I was in and out in less than 10 minutes, so, I mean, that's perfect in my book. I'm just going to go and lie down, and hopefully I'll feel a bit better later. My ASOS order arrived just before we went to the doctor's, which was pretty quick because I only ordered it on Monday morning, I think. So this is the jacket I bought. You can't really see it in this light, obviously, because it's black. I'm in a very weird size bracket at the moment where a 10 is too small and a 12 is too big, and they don't do no size 11. I always go for a 12 because tight clothing doesn't help my pain, especially on my arms. I really hate it. So I went for a 12, and it is really nice and fits me okay, but it is definitely on the big side. But, I mean, it's fine, so I'm going to keep it. This afternoon has been kind of weird, really. I got really anxious before I went to the doctor's. I don't know why. Well, I do know why a little bit, because my appointment was at 1:30, which meant that I had to have lunch early. I had to have it at about 1:45. And 1:45 isn't even that early to eat lunch, but if I eat lunch early, or if I have it in my mind that I have to eat lunch early, I get really, really anxious because it takes me back to when I was at Breakspear for that month at the end of last year, and I was eating lunch really early at like 12:15, and I wasn't hungry at all. In fact, I felt really, really sick all the time, but I had to force myself to eat some food because the antibiotics I was having in an IV and all the other medication only makes you feel worse if you have it on an empty stomach. So I was having to force myself to eat, and just every single mouthful was a challenge to chew, to swallow, and to keep down. And it was so stressful, and it made me so anxious because I was desperately trying to eat as quickly as I could without being sick. But at the same time, I was looking at the clock going like, we have to leave soon, and it was just, oh, it was horrible. So every time I have to eat lunch, even a little bit earlier than usual, it just brings me right back to that headspace and triggers my anxiety so badly. So I was so anxious when I was waiting to go in. And also I was wearing a mask, which doesn't help with my anxiety either because I can't really breathe very well in it. I mean, I can breathe fine, but it's not like fresh air. But it's over, and you would think that that would make me feel better. But I have this weird thing with anxiety. If there's something that I'm really anxious about, I'll feel really, really anxious all the way up to it. But then when it's over, I don't feel any relief. I just beat myself up for the fact that I was feeling anxious in the first place, which is such a terrible mindset to be in, I know. But I can't seem to get away from it. So I'm in a bit of a weird headspace this afternoon because of all that. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might finish watching the Federer Del Potro match on replay because that was at like midnight last night, so obviously I couldn't watch it live. And then do some real self-care stuff this afternoon, although I don't yet know what that will be. It might involve doing some retail therapy. Today has been the first real test for the new painkiller I'm taking, the mefenamic acid. I'm still getting used to the name. And it's held up remarkably well. It hasn't got rid of the pain I'm feeling completely, but I wasn't ever expecting it to do that. But it has taken the edge off, it's taken it down to a level where it's bearable, and that is just so nice. I've actually been able to move around, and now I'm about to go downstairs, have dinner in the lounge while watching TV with my parents, which is a very rare occurrence. But it's a special occasion because Strictly Come Dancing starts again tonight. Me and my mum are both huge fans of it, so we're both really excited. I am in pain, but I think I'll be able to manage at least for a little bit. So amazingly, I managed to stay downstairs and watch the whole of Strictly in the lounge with my parents. That's an hour and 40 minutes of sitting in a bright room, watching a bright screen with lots of loud noises, and that includes eating dinner. And that's just fantastic that I managed to do all that. I know it doesn't seem like much, but to me that is a big deal. And I'm tired now, but I'm not utterly exhausted. I don't have a headache, which is just... I'm running out of ways to describe how good it is, but rest assured, the goodness of it is not lost on me for a single second. I'm hoping I don't pay for it tomorrow. I mean, I'm not feeling like I should, but that doesn't mean all that much. Sometimes I do. But hopefully tomorrow won't be too bad. But I'm just so happy that I managed to do that this evening. Last year, I could barely watch any TV downstairs with my family at all. So it's really good, and I'm really happy. Well, I did do a bit too much yesterday, and I have paid for a little bit today. I've been very, very, very tired. But I still haven't had a headache. I wonder when the novelty of that will wear off. I don't think for a very long time. My pain levels, again, have been bearable today through taking the mefenamic acid. I'm getting the hang of the name. They've definitely been more bearable than usual, so that is a good thing, but because I've been so tired, I've still been stuck in bed anyways. But being stuck in bed without a headache and without being in unbearable pain is still way better than the opposite. Today marks the end of another week, the end of another video. This week has been okay. Physically, again, it's been quite up and down, but because I've had, as I said, the novelty of not having a headache all the time, and also, you know, the benefit of this new painkiller, it's been pretty good, I would say. So that is definitely a good thing. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again next week. Bye!